I, 45 male, have been married to my wife Lisa for 8 years. She has a daughter, Madison, 26, from her previous marriage. I have 2 sons, Tyler, 15, and Brandon, 13, from mine. When Lisa and I got together, we agreed to treat all 3 kids equally. I've paid for Madison's college, car, and helped with her apartment deposit. Never asked for thanks, just did it because that's what you do for family. Last year, Madison got engaged to her boyfriend Evan. Nice enough guy, works in finance. When they started planning the wedding, Madison came to me with tears in her eyes. "Dad," she said, she's called me Dad for years, "I know this is a huge ask, but Evan and I found our dream venue. It's perfect, but it's expensive." "How expensive?" "The whole wedding would be about $30K. I know it's a lot. I know, but you've always been there for me, and this would mean everything." Lisa and I discussed it. It was a lot of money, but I've been saving for years, had a good job in construction management, and honestly, seeing Madison happy was worth it. I told her yes. "Oh my God, Dad. Thank you. Thank you." She hugged me crying. "This is why you're the best father anyone could ask for." I paid the venue deposit, $5K, photographer deposit, $2K, and gave her another $8K for the dress, catering tastings, and decorations. Everything was moving along smoothly. The wedding was set for this October. 3 weeks ago, Madison invited Lisa and me over for dinner to discuss final wedding details. Should have known something was up by how nervous Evan looked. We were going over the seating chart when Madison said, "Casual as anything. So, just to be clear, the wedding is adults only. We don't want any kids there." "Oh, that's fine," Lisa said. "We can get a babysitter for Tyler and Brandon." Madison shifted in her seat. "Actually, that's what I want to talk about. It's not just the ceremony. We don't want them at the reception either. Or around that weekend at all." I set down my wine glass. "What do you mean around that weekend?" "Well, we have a rehearsal dinner Friday, the wedding Saturday, brunch Sunday. It's a whole weekend thing. And we just think it would be better if Tyler and Brandon weren't there." "But they're your brothers," I said. "Stepbrothers," she corrected quickly. "And let's be honest, they're not really part of the main family. This is about me and Evan starting our life together. We want it to be perfect with the people who matter." "The people who matter?" My voice was very calm. "You know what I mean. Real family. Blood family. Plus, teenage boys are so awkward, and they'll probably be bored anyway." Evan finally spoke. "We just think it's better to keep the focus on us and not have any distractions." I looked at Lisa. She was staring at her plate. "You knew about this?" Madison mentioned it, but I hoped she'd reconsider. I stood up. "Let me make sure I understand. You want me to pay $30K for a wedding that my sons can't attend because they're not real family?" Madison rolled her eyes. "God, why are you making this about money? This is about MY Day." "You're right. It is about your day, and you can have it however you want. But not with my money." "What?" "I'm withdrawing my financial support. Effective immediately." Madison's face went red. "You can't do that. You already promised. I already paid deposits. With my money, which I'm no longer providing. This is bullying. You're trying to manipulate me into inviting them." "Nope. Your wedding, your choice. Your bill." I left. Lisa came home an hour later, begging me to reconsider. She's just stressed about the wedding. She didn't mean it. She meant every word. And so do I. Blocked Madison's number that night. The next morning, the circus began. Update 1. It's been a week since dinner, and Madison has lost her entire mind. Since I blocked her, she's been using every other number possible to contact me. First came the guilt trips through Lisa. She's crying constantly. She says you're ruining her life. She had to tell the caterer to hold off on the final menu because she can't pay. "That's unfortunate," I said. Then came Madison's father, Jerry, who I actually get along with. "Hey man, Madison's pretty upset. Look, I get it. What she said was crap. But maybe you could work something out? She's supposed to be my little girl's big day." "It still could be, Jerry. You're welcome to pay for it." I can't afford $30K. Neither can Madison, apparently. Tuesday, I started getting calls at work. My foreman pulled me aside. "Your daughter's been calling the office. Says it's an emergency." It wasn't Madison. It was Evan. Left a voicemail. "Mr. Garrett, this is Evan. We need to talk man to man." Madison made a mistake, but you're destroying our future over a misunderstanding. The venue needs the next payment by Friday. Please call me back. I didn't. Wednesday brought a new tactic. My son Tyler came home from school upset. Why is Madison texting me, saying I ruined her wedding? I looked at his phone. Messages from Madison. I hope you're happy. Your dad is destroying my life because of you. This is all your fault. I never wanted you in my life anyway. I screenshot everything and sent it to Lisa with a simple message. Your daughter is now harassing my minor son. Handle it, or I will. Lisa was mortified. There was screaming at their house that night. Tyler's friend lives next door and texted him about it. Thursday, Madison showed up at my work. Security called me to the front. She was there with Evan, both dressed like they were going to court. 5 minutes, she said. That's all I'm asking. Against my better judgment, I agreed. We sat in the lobby. Dad, she started, and I held up a hand. Don't. You made it clear I'm not really your dad. I'm just the ATM. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry I said that about the boys. But the wedding is in 3 weeks. The venue needs $10K tomorrow, or they'll cancel everything. Then pay them. With what money? You know I don't have that kind of money. Maybe you should have thought about that before deciding my sons weren't good enough for your perfect day. Evan leaned forward. Sir, respectfully, you're being petty. Madison used poor phrasing, but punishing us financially is cruel. Cruel? Let me explain cruel. Cruel is taking a man's money for 8 years, college, car, apartment, wedding, then telling him his children aren't real family. Cruel is planning to exile 2 kids who see Madison as their sister from a major family event. That's cruel. So you're really going to let the venue cancel? Madison was crying now. They'll keep the deposit. That's $5K gone. My $5K that I spent believing I was paying for a family wedding. Not some exclusive party my kids couldn't attend. Fine. Madison screamed. They can come. Happy. They can come to the stupid wedding. Oh, now they're welcome? Because you need money? Yes. Whatever. They can come. Nah. That ship has sailed. You show me who you are. I believe you. She stood up, mascara running. I'll never forgive you for this. You're ruining my life over your stupid pride. I'm not ruining anything. I'm just not paying for it. They left. That night, Lisa slept in the guest room after we argued about whether I was being too harsh. Friday came. D-Day for the venue payment. Update 2. Friday afternoon, I got a call from an unknown number. Almost didn't answer, but something made me pick up. Is this Mr. Garrett? Professional female voice. Yes. This is Amanda from Rosewood Estates. I'm the event coordinator for Madison Coleman's wedding. I'm calling because there seems to be an issue with the payment. Not my issue. I'm no longer involved with that wedding. Oh, well, Ms. Coleman listed you as the financial contact. She gave us a credit card for the $10K balance, but it was declined. She said there must be a mistake and to call you. No mistake. I'm not paying for the wedding. She'll need to handle it herself. I see. Well, unfortunately, if we don't receive payment by 5 p.m. today, we'll have to cancel the booking and forfeit the deposit. I understand. Sir, I don't mean to pry, but we've already turned away other bookings for that date. The kitchen has ordered food. The florist has ordered flowers. Canceling now would be dash. Ma'am, I appreciate your position, but this is between you and Madison. Not my circus, not my monkeys. I hung up. Then I turned my phone off. Figured the storm was coming. I was right. Lisa came home early, frantic. Madison called me from the venue. They're threatening to cancel everything. Her card got declined. Okay. Can't you just pay them? Please? I'll pay you back. We can work out dash. Lisa, your daughter told me my sons aren't real family. She harassed Tyler. She made her choice. She's young. She made a mistake. She's 26. That's not young. That's an adult who made an adult decision. So, you're really going to let her wedding get canceled? All the guests have been invited. The invitations are out. She'll be humiliated. Then she better find $10K by... I checked my watch. 3:47 p.m. Lisa left. I assumed she went to the venue. I went to pick up my boys from school, took them for pizza. Tyler asked if Madison really hated them. Had to have a tough conversation about how sometimes people show you who they really are, and you have to believe them. Got home around 7. Lisa's car was in the driveway. Inside, she was on the couch, wine glass in hand, eyes red. "It's done," she said quietly. "The venue canceled. They kept the deposit. The photographer wants a cancellation fee. The dress shop won't take the dress back. It's all falling apart." I sat down across from her. "I'm sorry you're hurting, but I'm not sorry for protecting my boys." Madison had to send out a mass email to all the guests. Do you know how humiliating that was? Her friends are calling, asking what happened. Evan's family is furious. His mother called Madison a financial disaster. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate? That's all you have to say. What do you want me to say, Lisa? That I should have paid $30K to be told my children aren't welcome at a family event? That I should reward that behavior? She tried to fix it. She said they could come, only because she needed money, not because she actually wanted them there. That's worse, not better. Lisa finished her wine. I don't know if we can come back from this. Maybe we can't. But I know one thing. My boys will never question whether I'll stand up for them. Saturday morning, Jerry called. Madison's dad. "Garrett, I gotta say, I respect what you did." Madison called me crying about the venue. When I heard the full story, I told her she got what she deserved. No way I'd pay for a wedding my kids couldn't attend either. That was validating. Sunday brought more fallout. Evan's parents wanted Madison to pay them back for their lost deposits. Apparently, they'd booked hotel blocks. Madison's maid of honor was furious about her non-refundable bridesmaid dress. The whole thing was imploding. Then Monday, Madison did something I didn't expect. She showed up at Tyler's school. Final update. Tyler texted me at lunch. "Madison is here. She's at the front office." I immediately called the school. The receptionist confirmed Madison was there, claiming she needed to pick up her brother for a family emergency. "Do not release my son to her. I'm on my way." I broke speed limits getting there. Found Madison in the office, arguing with the principal. "He's my stepbrother. There's a family emergency." The principal looked relieved when I arrived. "Mr. Garrett, Ms. Coleman says there's an emergency?" "There's no emergency. She's not authorized to pick up my children. In fact, I like to update their pickup list to explicitly exclude her." Madison turned on me. "I just want to talk to Tyler. To apologize. By lying to his school? By trying to remove him without my permission? You won't let me near him. How else am I supposed to dash?" "You're not supposed to. You made it clear he's not real family, remember?" The principal stepped in. "Ms. Coleman, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. And if you return, we'll have to involve the police." Madison started sobbing. "This is insane. I'm trying to apologize." "No, you're trying to manipulate a 15-year-old because you can't manipulate me." Security escorted her out. I took Tyler home early. He was shaken, but okay. Brandon was worried when we told him. That night, I filed for a restraining order. Using the text she'd sent Tyler, the school incident, and the harassment, it was granted temporarily. Tuesday, Lisa moved out. Said she needed space to think. I helped her pack. It was oddly civil. "I love you," she said at the door. "But Madison is my daughter. I can't just abandon her." "I'm not asking you to. I'm just protecting my sons." "I know. That's what makes this so hard." Wednesday, the real bomb dropped. Evan dumped Madison. Apparently, his parents threatened to cut him off if he married someone who would create this level of family drama and financial chaos. He also found out Madison had been hiding credit card debt, about $15K, and had planned to use wedding gift money to pay it off. Madison went nuclear. Showed up at my work again, but this time security was ready. She screamed from the parking lot until police arrived. Violated the restraining order. Got arrested. Lisa called me from the police station. "Please don't press charges. She's having a breakdown. She violated a restraining order. Lisa, that's not my choice anymore." Madison spent the night in jail. Judge gave her community service and extended the restraining order for a year. She also had to pay a fine she couldn't afford. It's been a month now. Here's where everyone stands. Madison, living with her dad, lost her apartment because she couldn't afford it solo. Evan had been paying half. Working 2 jobs to pay off wedding debt and credit cards. Posts passive-aggressive quotes about fake family on Instagram. Lisa, staying with her sister. We're in couples counseling, trying to figure out if we can make this work. She understands why I did what I did, but struggles with the consequences for Madison. Evan, Moved on already. Dating someone new according to mutual friends. Dodged a bullet IMO. Tyler and Brandon. Doing okay. Hurt by everything, but in therapy. They know I got their backs. Me, at peace with my decision. Would do it again. My boys know they're my priority, always. Last week, I got a letter from Madison. No return address, but I recognize her handwriting. I hope you're happy. You got what you wanted. I'm alone, broke, and humiliated. All because you couldn't just let me have one day that was about me. You turned everyone against me over one comment. I'll never forgive you for destroying my life. But I guess that doesn't matter since I'm not real family anyway. Still playing the victim. Still not taking responsibility. Still not understanding that actions have consequences. The $30K I didn't spend on our wedding? Put $10K in each of my boys' college funds and took them on a nice vacation with the other $10K. We went fishing, hiking, just hung out. Tyler said it was the best week ever. Brandon said he was glad I was their dad. That's worth more than any wedding. People keep asking if I regret it, if I feel guilty about Madison's situation. Nope, not even a little. You don't get to take someone's money while treating their kids like second-class citizens. You don't get to demand $30K for a party my sons can't attend. You don't get to call yourself family only when you need something. Madison learned a $30K lesson. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. And when you tell someone their kids aren't real family, don't be surprised when they act accordingly. My boys are my family, my priority, my responsibility. Everything else, just noise.